EBSN.com.
Well, a very good evening and welcome. Mike Eisenhower here at Aquatic Ballpark, bringing you tonight's State League action between the Manly Eagles and the Cronulla Sharks, and a very important night, very important round for the Eagles, supporting Inherited Cancers Australia. Big fundraising weekend to help break the cycle of inherited cancers in Australian families. We'll give you more information about what inherited cancers are all about as the night goes on, and just about to get underway here with Max Fegan on the mound to get us started. He's going to fire into Zane Ross, and it's upstairs for ball one. No Shohei Ariyama this evening. One fouled off by Zane Ross. Count now even at 2. Fouls that one off out of play. Manly coming off a very good win against Ryde on the weekend. Unlucky not to win both games in the series. Scored 4 runs in the top of the 9th in Saturday night's game. And there's a Hayden Chappell throw home with the tying run trying to score. That ended the ball game, Manly taking that one 8-7. Cronulla losing both games last week to Borkham Hills. That one lifted right side. Back for it, T and Ray. Zane Ross retired for the first out. Ball one here to Michael Campbell, the recently retired Michael Campbell. Maybe all retirement, of course. Popped up, left side. Over for it. Aiden Torpy, he makes the catch in foul territory, and that's 2 away. Here to start the ball game. A couple tough outs for Max Fegan to start off the night. Ball one into Matt Trainer. That's at the top of the zone. Gets a favourable call there. On ball one strike. Over the leaping Simon Slapetta in left. The first hit of the night. Comes with 2 outs here in the first. Pull one for glove for Sean Parkinson. Allow Trainer to move up to second. Lachlan Ross. And there, called strike. Up a little bit high. Two and one. Into Lachlan Ross, runner on second with 2 out. Just foul. So the count now 4, 3 and 2. Fegan trying to get out of this first inning. And a weak one over the head of Slapetta in at shortstop. Won't be a play at home. James shot off the bat of Lachlan Ross will drive in the first run of the ball game. He'll find his way to second. And Cronulla score first here this evening. Big swing and miss by Jackson White. Second head in this one, 0-1. Trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. Nice block by Parko behind the dish. Keeps Lachlan Ross a second. Two and one. I'm a little bit too high. Tipped into the glove and falls out of the glove. But does even the count at 2-2. If he can now find the pitch to get out of the inning. Cronulla scoring first on a couple of base hits. Both of them coming with 2 out. Couple of pop-ups for the first 2 outs. 2-2 to Jackson White, a little bit too high, so the count now full again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Peter Baker waiting on deck. In fact, it's Kobe Roberts, sorry. Peter Baker's in the 7 hole. That one's on the money, but fouled off by White. And the battle continue for the Cronulla first baseman. And full count pitch is going to hit White on the shoulder. And he's going to continue here. Torby just in for a moment just to check in with his starting pitcher. Runs at first and second with 2 out for Kobe Roberts. Got a sniff of action up in the ABL in the back end of the season. That's at the top of the zone for a called strike to get the at-bat underway. Oh, one hitter Roberts. Fagan gets the swing and miss at the top of the zone. He's one pitch away from getting out of this inning again. Going to get the job done here. Pitch 28 now. Hasn't been through lack of trying. Couple of 2-out hits after a couple of pop-outs. Just missing at the top of the zone again. What does he come back with here? Has he got his get-out pitch? The 1-2. Swung and a miss. Max Fegan gets the strikeout to end the inning. But Cronulla strike first here on Inherited Cancers Wednesday. Manly will be coming up to bat when we return. Simon Slipetta fouling off the first pitch here in the bottom of the first. He's going to face Maxim Marakovic, who also had a brief stint up in ABL land today, this season rather. And here on Slipetta 0-1, but that one misses on the outside corner, so 1 ball and 1 count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now to the Manly lefty. Been the lead-off man since Jalen Ray was called up on Blue Sox duties, and now with Jalen Ray injured and out for the rest of the year, he'll stay there for the remaining 10 games of the season. Check swing. Count remains 1 and 2. It's up there for a ball, so count now even at 2. Breaking ball just missing. Slipetta's walked the count full. That's on the inside corner, and Slipetta thought he had drawn the walk, but now umpire Jamie McWhinney said strike 3. The first out of the inning by way of the strikeout. Team Ray next up. And one chop to the right side, and the pitch is cover for Marakovic, who gets over. He makes the out, and 2 quick outs. Now in the bottom of the first. Brings up Hayden Chappell. Cronulla got their first run with 2 outs. We'll see if Manly can reply here with 2 outs on the board in the home half of the first. The 0-1 misses on the outside corner. Now 1 and 1. One's in the dirt. Two balls and 1 strike here to Hayden Chappell. Outside corner. The count now in the favour of Hayden Chappell, 3 and 1. One hit to the right side and through for a base hit. So Hayden Chappell with the 2 out knock. Gets Manly's account open. For Aidan Torby. 130 pitches on Saturday night against Rod. Wanted the 9th, but was denied. In hindsight, maybe could have gone back out there, but 130 pitches is a lot, especially when you've been going 100 most outings. Ball 1 to Torpy. Sano Darchi. 12 straight balls to load the bases against Wright in the bottom of the 9th. 3 of those Wright up scoring 3 runs. The 4th run, the tying run, gunned down at the plate by Hayden Chappell, right side. Right at Jackson White, who picks it up while he's standing on the base, and Adam Torpy's retired, and so are Manly. Here in the first, we're off to the second. It's Cronulla leading 1-0 here on Eagles Baseball Sports Network. Peter Baker leading it off for Cronulla. He starts it with a line drive right at T and Ray. For out number 1. Quick out here in the first. Cronulla side. Lined up this way. Same Ross Campbell trainer, Ross White Roberts. We all saw them in the first. That was Peter Baker. It's now Riley Jones. And then we'll see Colm Sheehan in the 9 hole. It's a swing and a miss. One here to Riley Jones. Breaking ball. Nicely looped in there by Fegan for 1 and 1. For 1 and 2, in fact. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Max Fegan. 2 away here in the top of the second. Manly defensively line up this way. Luke Brown, Hayden Chappell came flew in the outfield. And Torpy, Simon Slipetta on the left side. On the right side, T and Ray. And Nick Chappell, catcher Sean Parkinson, and Max Fegan, the starting pitcher. So Colm Sheehan, the 9 hole hitter. Takes ball 1 up top. That one fouled off for ball and a strike. fouled off. That's 1 and 2. Fifth appearance for Max on the year. This is his first start. Swing and a miss on the sword. Finishes the inning. And Cronulla go down 1, 2, 3 here in the top. We'll be back with the bottom shortly. Nick Chappell rather to lead us off. Ground ball hit to the left side. Ooh. He'll get done by a step for the first out of the inning. Manly swing happy though. They're going to get some good stuff from Max Marakovic. Brings up Luke Brown. He also likes to swing first pitch. This could be a very quick inning if Manly aren't lucky. He does take it though. So Nick swings first. Luke takes one. And he's rewarded with the ball. 1-0. That's in there. No. Oh yeah, just a called strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Just missing his helmet. Almost ducked into it while trying to duck away from it. And it's 2 and 1. Foul ball. Makes it 2 and 2. Swings, misses at 1 in the dirt. Ollie Jones will throw it up to White at first, and that'll be out number 2. Manly is Slipetta, Ray Chappell, Torpy Chappell, Brown. We've got Kane Flew coming up to bat here now in the 7 hole, followed by Sean Parkinson, and then Will Tibbett. Tibbett the DH tonight with no Harley Gibson. Josh King also out of the side, and Luke Brown will be missing for Wednesday night's game. Strike 1 there to Kane Flew. 1-2. Reckon Vic at 24 pitches so far through his first 5+ outs. Bottom of the zone, takes it for a ball, and it's 1-2. To the right side, base hit. Off the bat of Kane Flew. A little bit of a bobble out there. Cronulla, it's Matt Trainer, Michael Campbell, Zane Ross left to right. Lachlan Ross, Kobe Roberts, Cole Sheehan. And Jackson White at first, Riley Jones the catcher. So Sean Parkinson takes that one for ball one. So Manly, 2 hits now. That match Cronulla's total, but both of them are singles, and both of them, well, the first one rather, left at first. Both of them came with 2 out. One on the inside corner, 2-0. Parko, 2.66 average. 3 extra base hits. He's driven in 8 runs. Walked 11 times. He's ahead in the count here, 3-0. So the Freo on its way here from Max Marakovic. It's in there for a called strike when makes it 3-1. 9-hole hitter in Will Tibbett waiting on deck. Holds back and Kane Flew, Sean Parkinson rather, draws the walk. His 12th of the season. So 2 outs now for Will Tibbett. Top of the zone, called a strike. Pull to the right side. Straight at Jackson White. Same way he finished. We finished the bottom of the first with the way we finished the bottom of the second with the ground out to first base. Manly with a couple of runners, but nothing more. It's 1-0 Cronulla as we head to the third. Well, we have a first grade debut here tonight. It's Sam Barton who will get his first grade pitching appearance. He takes over here in the third in place of Max Fegan, who's pretty good through two. 38 pitches on the night. Just the one earned run on a couple of base hits. Both of those hits coming with two out. And it was a jam shot which led to the run. 38 pitches, 23 strikes to 9 batters for Max Fegan. Once through the lineup, we go back to the top here with Zane Ross, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Correction, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wait on, what did he just say there? Breaking ball, loopy and away. Two and one now. Spikes that one, nicely blocked by Parko. And one off the end of the bat. Nice play by Torpy. Great play by Aiden Torpy. Had to go a long way to get that one. And he gets rewarded for his efforts for the first out. See if we can bring you that replay. Michael Campbell will hit with 1 out. Outside corner for ball 1. To the right side. Just out of shot. It's a couple of ground balls for a couple of outs. That trainer takes ball 1 in the dirt. On the inside, so 2-0 Barton. Trying to work a 1-2-3 here. Finds the zone. Now 2-1. Just trying to look up Sam's 18 stats before that great Aiden Torpy play. The bottom of the zone, so now 3-1. He started the first 2 games of the season in the 18th. He's pitched 19 innings in total. ERA in double figures. He lets off Lachlan Ross. Lets off Matt Trainer with a walk. 2-out walk. Another 2-out base runner for Cronulla. Seems to be the way things are going tonight. 2-out base runners. Cronulla had 2 in the first. Manly have had one each in the first and the second. And now Cronulla with their 3rd base runner. 3rd one coming with 2 outs. 24 walks for Sam on the year, so now he's trying to improve. And that one dropped into the outfield again. Another weak bit of contact. Manly pitching, making some good pitches, just getting beaten off the weak part of the bat. So 2 out now for Jackson White. 2 out, 2 on. Top of the third. 24 walks, 25 strikeouts for Sam Barton in 18s this year. That one on the end of the bat, fouled off. Hitting the count 0-1. Swing and a miss. One of his best weapons is the breaking ball. We'll see how he delivers it here 0-2 against an experienced hitter in Jackson White. Does have a tendency to overthrow it at times. There it is, just up a little bit high. Now needs to find the pitch to get out of the inning. One, 2. Freezes White, but it's up out of the zone too high. Count now even at 2. Straight at Simon Slipetta. No, not enough time to change camera angles there. And Sam Barton gets out of the inning after a walk and a 2-out single. It's 1-0 as we head to the home half of the third here at Aquatic Ballpark in Heritage Cancer's charity round. Pearl thought the runner was out and he's going to be out at second. So Manly have turned a double play on the Josh Pearl double and he's fuming. Gibson's not even watching. Harley Gibson almost stuffed that play up because he had his back to what was going on. And he does. And now Pearl. And a double turns out into 2 outs. And you know what? 3 outs here. Sometimes you just... off the end of the bat. Nice play by Torpy. Great play by Aiden Torpy. Had to go a long way to get that one. So both teams starting with the top of the order here in the third. Big swing and miss by Simon Slipetta after he caught the line drive off the bat of Jackson White. Oh, 2 here to Manly's shortstop. Outside corner, he strikes out again. Both times looking. Back in the first, he thought it was inside. This time, he leaves it on the outside corner. Rakovic has Slapetta twice on K's. T and Ray. Next man up. Cronulla currently third position in the standings. They were on top for a little bit. (15 wins and 11 losses. Tied with Blacktown. There's probably some head-to-head separation there, just based on the online standings, which may not take, probably don't take that into account. That one straight back up the middle. And Ray has himself a base knock. The first hit tonight coming with less than 2 out. I'll bring up Hayden Chappell. And reach back in the first. Down and away for ball one. Take it back. Cronulla defeated Borco last week, 3-2. That was in the Wednesday night game. And they were shut out by Borco in the Sunday matchup, 8-0. Only winning 8-7 after going down 7-6 on Wednesday night. 1-on-1 here to Hayden Chappell. These two teams faced off back in the end of September. That one hit to the left side. In for it, Roberts. He won't have a play. Overrunning the bag at second is T and Ray. Not sure why he's overrunning the bag. Would have thought with a forced play he'd be sliding into the bag, but he gets lucky. It's 2 men aboard here for Manly now for Aiden Torpy. (24th of September was the midweek game, won 11-3 by Cronulla. And then the Saturday night fixture, 10-8. To complete Cronulla's sweep. Taking all 5 games of the series, top of the zone to Torpy for a chord strike. Be hitting 293 with 4 extra base hits. That one on the upper corner. Torpy didn't like it. You can hear from here the groans from the dugout. And then Cronulla won the Wednesday night game in November by a score of 12-6. Saturday was washed out. Swing and a miss. Torpy will be down on strikes for the second out of the inning. And the chase after that slider from Marakovic after the tough 0-1 call moved the count to 0-2. And they're looking for back-to-back wins for only the second time this year after they defeated Greater Western 2-1 and 5-0 back at the end of November. Chappell takes ball one this time. Having to lay it off. Runners on here for Manly with 2 out. That one fouled, lifted right side. Over for it, Jackson White. And he makes a very nice juggling catch. He's made the third out of all 3 innings so far tonight. 2 ground balls. And now a juggling effort over in foul territory out of our camera shot to retire Manly, strand a couple of runners. We're off to the 4th. Here it's Cronulla leading 1-0 on the Procar automatic scoreboard. Well, that pitch represents the first strike that Sato Adachi has thrown in 13 pitches. He threw 12 straight balls. Bottom of the 9th on Saturday night. 1-1 here to Kobe Roberts. Misses with that offering. 2-1. Oh, I'm missing again. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. If he's not careful. His outing tonight could be as short as it was on Saturday. 3-1. Outside corner, called a strike. Fires in the 3-2. Fouls it off. Another 3-2 here by Adachi. Long hold, and it's in the dirt, and it's ball 4. So it's lead-off walk. It's our first walk of the ball game. No, it's not. Take it back. Second walk of the ball game. And Barton had one as well. That's the first leadoff man aboard of the night. That one inside gets away. 4-1. It's Peter Baker. That one into centre field. Another one that'll drop in. Cut off on the infield by Nick Chappell. Now runs at the corners for Cronulla. Nobody out here in the fourth. So job to do here by Adachi. For Adachi. In the dirt. Blocked by Parkinson. It's the foul for bat of Jones. This is part of the order that went down 1, 2, 3 in the second. So Darchi was going to need to try and do something like that here to keep this a one-run ball game. Can't find that spot. So 3-2 here to Riley Jones. Outside corner, that was a pretty good pitch. Doesn't get the call and the bases are loaded. Darcy's got himself into the same situation he found himself on Saturday night. But in that one, he had a 4-run buffer. This one, he's trailing 1-0. So it'll be up to Colm Sheehan. Nine-hole hitter to extend this Cronulla lead. Outside corner, that was like a pretty good pitch, and it was. It's there for a called strike. left side. And nicely turned on the double play. Sorry, missed the middle cut of that shot. Sheehan will get a board on the fielder's choice. But for Manly, it's 2 important outs. And you're happy with that. Yeah, back to the top of the order for Zane Ross. In the dirt for ball 1. Now trying to limit the damage here for Darchi. Get Ross here and get out of it. You'd be pretty happy. 18 pitches, 8 strikes. And one just missing, 2-0. High for ball 3. The Freo here coming to Ross, and it's in there at the knees for 3-1. Dargy steps back on the mound. Takes a moment to adjust. Parko now calls time. And that's going to be ball 4. Just missing the top of the zone, so runners on the corners. I'll bring up the dangerous hitting Michael Campbell. Bottom of the zone for ball 1. Two and 0. In there for a called strike. Darcy just needs to pound the zone here. Get himself out of this inning. Maybe just chewing up the time for Shohei Ariyama to get ready, who's just arrived. Top of the zone there, 3-1. Darcy get out of the inning. Strike there. Zane Ross will take second without a throw. So the count now full 3-2. Outside corner, end of the bat. And Luke Brown with the misplay out there in left. Campbell's heading around second, but stop sign gets put up. We'll see if they score that error against Brown. Probably will be for the extra base for Campbell. That's 2 more on the board for Cronulla. Darcy unable to get ahead in the count. A couple of walks. It's giving Cronulla the opportunity to extend their lead here in the 4th. Single and an error. It's our first error of the ball game. Ball one here to Matt Traynor, who walked in his last at bat. Third time through now for Cronulla. And they'll have 6, 7, 8 due up in the bottom of the 4th whenever they can get there. Brown, Flew and Parkinson. I'll hope they can get to Will Tibbett. From the inside corner. 3-0 hit a Traynor. Brian Murphy on the top step. Looks like he's ready to come and visit. Darcy. Fires that one in for a strike, so 3-1. Misses down for a ball, so another walk on the end. That's going to bring Brian Murphy out. And just give Shohei a chance to finish stretching out. 4 walks on the inning for Adachi, which was led to 2 runs. He's faced 10 batters in his last 2 outings. For 5 earned runs, I think, if memory serves me correctly. Runs at second and third last week would have scored against Ryde. Back-to-back fielder's choice. So 2/3 of an inning, 5 earned runs, 7 walks. Sato Adachi needs to figure things out and figure them out quickly. And they're trying to keep this a 3-0 ball game. With their starting pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Stuck at work. Checks a runner in Campbell, fires the first pitch. Into Lachlan Ross, who takes it for ball 1. Inside again. Ross jumping out of the way, 2-0. Three straight pitches all in the same spot. Here to Lachlan Ross. See what change Darcy makes here to try and avoid his 5th walk of the inning. Here's a 4-pitch walk, second one of the inning. And Sean Smith's going to come out and make a pitching change. So 5 walks on the inning for Adashi. 8 in his last 2/3 of the inning. And his night will be over here in the 4th. We'll pause for the pitching change and come back in a moment. Isaac Blake takes over. Been a long stint between drinks for him. He last played on the 13th of December, so missed both the Blacktown and the Ride games. And Jackson White tries to hit the cover off that first pitch. Isaac's ahead 0-1. Limited appearances on the mound. This is his 9th appearance. Double-digit ERA at 10.12. Bottom of the zone for a called strike. He's 1 pitch away from finishing this inning. 4th pitcher used by Manly, so maybe Shohei just not coming out just yet. Bit more time to prepare. I'll turn to the import. Try and get out of the inning and maybe eat another one. Breaking ball. Pulled away left side. Count remains 0-2. Nine strikeouts, 16 walks for Isaac Blake on the season. 7 hit batters to go with that. 18 runs. 19 runs rather, all of them earned on 20 hits. 36, 43 base runners. All that coming on just 16 innings of work. Breaking ball gets away while pitch will score another run. Count moves to 2-2. So 3-run inning here for Cronulla in the 4th. Kicking ball misses on the outside corner, so after going ahead 0-2, Isaac Blake is now 3-2. Manly trying to stop the bleeding here in the fourth. Runners at second and third. 3 runs scored already. Now load the bases once more. On their own run, charge to Sato Adachi. Brings up Kobe Roberts. That one lifted right side, could be trouble. Over there is Hayden Chappell. He makes the catch. And the inning finally comes to an end. But 3 more for Cronulla, courtesy of a bunch of free passes. In fact, it's a 4-run inning. Missed a run somewhere. It's now 5-0 Cronulla, heading to the bottom of the fourth. So we finally get to that 6, 7, 8 part of the order that we're talking about. Manly trying to finish their second turn through the lineup. Cronulla about to complete their third. Brown takes a called strike from Max Marakovic, who's just 46 pitches. Manly have already gone 101 on the night. 0-2, here to Brown. One hit to the left side. Browns retire for the first out of the inning. Well, it is Inherited Cancers Week, and Inherited Cancers Australia were formerly known as Pink Hope. And they're the first and only national charity dedicated to supporting families at risk of inherited cancers. Since 2012, under the original banner of Pink Hope, and now Inherited Cancers Australia, they work tirelessly to fill the gap in support, education and advocacy for those living with the inherited cancer risk. Inherited Cancers Australia empower people with information and understanding of inherited cancer to help them manage their cancer risk. They encourage and support and provide a supportive community for people to share their lived experiences whilst fighting inherited cancers with knowledge, transparency and community. But most importantly, they give people the confidence to assess their cancer risk. They offer a supportive community free from judgment where all experiences are acknowledged and valued. That is the Inherited Cancers Australia mission statement. And it's the charity that we support now in year number 7. 3-0 here to Kane Flew. Picked himself up a base hit, an inning ago. Or his previous at bat, rather. Back in the second. And he's drawn a 4-pitch walk here. Facing Max Marakovic, who's probably a little bit cold now after that long Cronulla offensive inning in the top of the 4th, rather. So Manly's second walk of the night. And Sean Parkinson, who walked first time he was up. Outside corner for a called strike. This is on the inside there. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's up and in. Over $25,000 raised by Manly over the last 6 years, supporting Pink Hope and Now Inherited Cancers Australia. They've gone from the pink to the teal. Manly wearing their teal jerseys tonight and next week as well at the Borkham Hills Pink Round. That one on the ground to Roberts. He'll flick it up to Sheehan. And he'll go over to first, but won't be able to beat Parkinson. That play was slow to develop for Cronulla. Couldn't get there in time. Be a fielder's choice. And 2 away for Will Tibbett. And this weekend will be no different. We've got the raffles and the silent auctions going. There'll be a couple of prizes given away tonight as well. So if you weren't at the ballpark, you're going to miss out tonight. But a heap of raffles, a heap of prizes to win on Saturday. We'll have the full list out on the Instagram and Facebook pages tomorrow and Friday. Big thank you to all of our donors from the local community who have chipped in to help us raise more money for Inherited Cancers Australia. Strike 1 to Will Tibbett. He grounded out to Jackson. White over at first. Top of the zone, 1-1. One and 2 here to Will Tibbett. Sean Parkinson, the man over at first. Straight back to the pitcher. Max gets it, throws it over to 1. And 4 innings, 4 outs for Jackson White, all of them the third inning, or the third out of the inning over there at first. And went through 4. It was a big one for Cronulla. They scored 4. Manly still scoreless. It's 5-0. We're off to the 5th. Peter Baker retired for the first out here in the fifth. Manly looking to go 1, 2, 3. Going to have this inning nice and quickly without too much more damage. Well, that's not going to happen now with Riley Jones hit by a pitch on the shoulder. Manly have had just the one clean inning. That was back in the second. Couple of strikeouts for Max Fegan to get through that. That'll be the 9-hole hitter in Cole Sheehan. Ball on the inside corner. Starts the at-bat. No one hit to the right side. He's going to get down for a base hit. It's in the gap. Chappell over to get it. Fires it in. Hits the cutoff man. Double out of Colm Sheehan. Cronulla keep going. They turn the lineup over now for the fourth time of his own Ross. Runs at second and third, one out. Tossed in there for a ball. Finds the outside corner, 1-on-1. Big swing and a miss. Gets the count at 2-2. The end of the bat there by Zane Ross. Manly with the infield drawn in, looking to cut down the runners. Plate with a 2-2 again. Outside corner just misses. It's probably a little bit low. Now 3-2. Ross battling here. it up again, but again, out of play. No one's going to get to that one. Can Jose Blake get out of this bat here? 2-2. Blocked by Parko, but will be ball 4, in fact. A wild pitch. Another Cronulla run on the board. It looks like that'll be all for Isaac Blake here. Sean Smith comes out to take the ball. And Shohei Ariyama will finally come into the game, top of the 5th with 1 out. So I'll pause for the pitching change and come back in a moment. Shohei Ariyama comes out to take over here in the 5th inning. Pitching in relief. 5th pitcher that Manly have used. Max Fegan, Sam Barton, Hasato Adachi, Isaac Blake, and now Shohei Ariyama. And straight away he's greeted by Michael Campbell, who knocks one into centre field for a base hit. Pair of singles now for Michael Campbell and an RBI base hit to give Cronulla another run on the board. Makes it 7-0. Straight back at Shohei, knocks it down. Only have one player, and that'll be over to first. So 2 away for Lachlan Ross. hits already today and a walk, so perfect day at the plate. Reached every time he's been up. Next first strike from Ariyama. 0-1. That one within the left field and over the top of Simon Slipetta. Again, weak contact dropping into the outfield. Scoreline getting away from Manly. Jackson White, the next hitter. Swing and a miss. He's up behind here, 0-2. White started the inning. I'll take it back. Peter Baker started the inning. White was the first hitter that Isaac Blake faced, and that's a strikeout for Ariyama to end the inning. Another couple on the board for Cronulla. 3 in total. They lead it 8-0 heading to the bottom of the 5th. So top of the order for Manly with Simon Slipetta to lead it off. Just 3 hits allowed by Max Marakovic, 2 walks. He struck out 4. That one hit hard. Foul. Hardest hit ball we've seen for a while. John Collins takes over at second base for Cole Sheehan. Sano Darcy charged with 4 runs all earned on 2 hits. That one into centre field and down for a base hit. 4th hit of the night. 3rd time that Simon Slipetta has been aboard. Sorry, take that back. He was over 2 with a pair of strikeouts looking. So He's aboard for the first time. Ray. First time Manly gets a bat with runners on and nobody out. Takes ball one. With a couple of arms warming up in the background, so potentially looking at a pitching change. Two and 0 hit a T and Ray. Takes that one in for a strike. Not offering that one, didn't like it, but it's called a strike, so 2 and 1 now the count. Big leaf for Slapetta over at first. We'll hit to the right side, underneath the glove, and through for a base hit for T and Ray. He's got 2 knocks tonight. Jackson White couldn't get the ball first. John Collins had a go at it as well and got past him, so a walk and a base hit for Manly to start things here in the 5th. They're going to need plenty of that to try and get back into this game. Two for 3 for T and Ray so far. To play here in the bottom of the 5th. This game was flying. The handbrake was applied by Hasato Adachi. Have 34 minutes until the new inning cut off at 9:35. So Manly, their second last chance to A, get on the scoreboard, and B, mount some sort of a comeback. If there's going to be a comeback, it needs to start now. They started well with 2 runners on. Can't check his swing. One and 2 strikes here to Hayden Chappell. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Pops that one up. Pitch count from Marakovic at 72. Swing and a miss on that pitch on the outside corner. Chappell can't lay off it. Can't catch up to it. He's down the strikes to the first out of the inning. So Aiden Torpey looking for his first hit of the night. That one fouled off. It's the swing happy part of the lineup. 4, 5, 6. Torpey, Chappell, and Brown. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's behind here 0 and 2. And there goes foul. Saturday, the action continues. Full day of baseball. That's the Inherited Cancers charity round continuing. Under 18s underway at 10 a.m. Third grade at 12:30. Second grade to 3, and the first grade at 6 after some formalities prior to first pitch in first grade, including a guest ceremonial first pitch. That one gets away. So Torby now with a chance to get a couple of runs on the board here if he can get one through the infield. Want to find a little bit of a gap in the outfield to score both runners. But basically he'll score at least one. 1-2 the count. He's been battling here. Down 0-2 for a couple of pitches now. And one on the inside corner. Will be diving out of the way late. Count now 2-2. An awkward swim by Torpy. Sees him go down on strikes for the second out. So pair of strikeouts now for Max Morakovic. It's 6 on the night, 2 for Torpy, 2 for Slipetta. He's also got Chappell and Luke Brown. Outside corner. Strike one. Nick just steps out, adjusts his batting gloves. Takes a moment to refocus. Morakovic is a pitch away from stranding those two runners. He's got a couple of strikeouts now. Already on the inning. So 1-2 here to Chappell. Slices that one up the right field line, but just goes foul. Come back and do it again. In the dirt, blocked. Simon Slipetta just slamming on the brakes. Couldn't quite commit. Stop, start. Saying when you hesitate, it's not going to work. So 2 and 2. And one on the inside corner, so he's done a really good job here. Nick Chappell worked back from 0 and 2, got the count to 3 and 2. Driving a couple of runs here. Left side, weakly hit. And that'll drive in a run, and Tian Ray will come in and score as well. Ball thrown away. Nick Chappell drives in a couple of runs and probably a base hit and then an error. We'll see how it's scored. So Manly on the board finally. They've had runners on every inning. Most of them coming on with 2 outs and they're not able to do anything with it. Luke Brown straight off first pitch. And Jackson White has the 3rd out now in 5 straight innings. And the inning comes to an end. But 2 on the board for Manly, finally getting some runners across. They try this game 8-2 as we head to the 6th. Six, seven, eight, 4. Cronulla due up here in the top of the 6th. Enjoying the 8-2 lead. It'll probably be maybe their second last trip to the plate, depending on how quickly this inning goes, the bottom half goes. See how it all plays out. Ball 1. Kobe Roberts. 2-0. One hit to the left side, through straight at Aiden Torpy for out number 1. But as we've seen, once you get the first out, doesn't mean you're going to get the second and third. How about one clean inning tonight? Bottom of the 2nd. Breaking ball. In there for a called strike. Peter Baker either not happy with the call or not happy with the fact that he let that one drop in. Either way, he's behind the count 0-2. 0-1 rather. Oh, misses for a ball. Count now 1-1. And one punch right, left side. Opposite way for Peter Baker. Picks himself up with a 1 out base hit. Gets himself aboard here in the 6th. Two-hit night for the lefty. Lachlan Ross with 3 hits, two runs driven in. Matt Trainer, Zane Ross each with 2 walks. Cronulla guys getting it done in 2s. And Riley Jones hit by pitch in his last at bat. He fouls that one off. Any armour ahead 0-1. Double play will be handy here. Breaking ball. Drops it in there. Very well disguised. Slow looping breaking ball. Now Armour's ahead here 0-2. Drop in for a base hit. A couple of 1 out hits. Almost a play at second. Now for the first time it'll be John Collins. That one hit hard. And hits the fence in left field. Baker around third. Right behind him will be Riley Jones, who comes in to score. Will be a double there for John Collins. 3 straight 1 out singles now for Cronulla. Extend their lead out to 10-2. Peter Baker went the other way. Riley Jones with the little jam shot, 3rd or 4th base hit. It's been weakly hit into the outfield for Cronulla. And then John Collins didn't miss that one, almost got out of aquatic. Bounced off the fence. 3rd extra base hit for Cronulla tonight. One here to Zane Ross, who bats for the 5th time. That one fouled off the hands. 2-1. Well, every chance, and this will be the last inning of the night. At 20 past 9. And one lifted left side. And it's going to be caught out there by Luke Brown. Collins will go back to second. That's the second out of the inning. Zane Ross Newcastle ended up 0 for 3 tonight with a couple of walks to his name and a couple of runs scored. Michael Campbell will bat. Outside corner for a called strike. That one gets away from Parko and Michael Campbell move up. Sorry, not Michael Campbell. John Collins move up the third. 2 and 2 here to Cambo. Fouls that one off. Pitch 3-9 coming up for Shohei. Fouls off the breaking ball. Not juicy, but couldn't do anything with it. And punches that through the left side for a base hit. Another run on the board with John Collins coming in to score. Brings that Matt Trainer. Cambo with a 3 hit night, 3 for 5 rather, 4 RBIs. Matt Trainer's had a couple of walks tonight. It's up high for ball 1. Left side to Torpy. And go over to second base for the force out. And Manly get out of the inning. But 3 more on the board. It's 4 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th for Cronulla. Coming on 12 hits. And lead this game 11-2 coming up to the bottom of the 6th. And will more than likely be the final inning here at Aquatic tonight. We'll be back shortly. Well, Max Marakovic back out for the 6th. Just the one change for Cronulla with Mitch Driver taking over at first base. So Jackson White won't have the chance to record all 6 third outs at first. So he's out of the game. It'll be Kane Fleur to lead it off for Manly in the bottom of the 6th. That was dragged down for ball 1. And Marakovic, while he's only held Manly to 2 runs on 87 pitches. You wouldn't think so on such a low strike percentage as 54 of the 88 pitches for strikes. I think he'd be pitching at about 75% strike rate, but they just haven't been able to string hits together. Left side, through for a base hit. Kane Flew 2 hits tonight. Spent the first half of the season on the injured list. Gets the start in tonight with Josh King and Harley Gibson out of the lineup. Cooper Eisenhower. Pinch hitting for Sean Parkinson. That's called strike. Parko 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Just 1 for 6 so far for Cooper. One pulled. Does have 4 walks. Also scored 2 and driven in a run. Right side. Long way. Out there for Ross. Just drops foul. So 1 and 2. Oops. One, two, right side. And that one will drop in for a base hit. Just missed on the previous at-bat. On the previous pitch, rather. Hit it foul. That one drops in. It's back-to-back base hits for Manly. Three hits now for 7, 8, 9 hitters. One ball here to Will Tibbett. 0 for 2 tonight. One slice left side. 1-2, header Will Tibbet. Ollie Jones went to go out, but Marakovic waved him off and said, don't worry about it. Sets here with the 1-2. Down in the dirt. Reynolds will move up 90. Kane flew, cheeky over at third. The big turn around the bag. So 2-2. Coming here for Tibbet. Can he get in on the act? Checks his swing. Count runs full. No one visibly warming for Cronulla. And that's ball 4. So Manly load the bases here with nobody out. No movement from the bench. Or Paul Bunker now is going to come out. Manly have turned the lineup over. I don't think they're... Well, they are going to send in a pinch hitter, so Simon Slapetta won't bat. Sean Smith's going to turn it over to the rookies on the bench. Looks like Kai Harris might be next. Yeah, it is Kai Harris, so he's got a bat in hand. Load of bases, nobody out. Marakovic at 98 pitches. Thought he might have been able to cruise through this last inning, but getting a little bit tired. Manly put together some good at-bats, couple base hits, and now a walk to load the bases to the 9-hole hitter to bring up Kai Harris. Pinch hitting here for Simon Slapetta. Can't catch up to that delivery, and it's 0-1. Kai Harris has a first grade hit earlier this year against Borkham Hills. It's the top of the zone, 1-1. It's 1 for 3 in his short first grade career. If it's half as good as his uncle's, it'll be a pretty good one. Swing and a miss. Good swing by Kai Harris. In behind the count here, 1 and 2. And we're back here on Saturday, 4 games on Inherited Cancer's Charity Day. Join us from 10 a.m. with the under 18s, third grade at 12:30, second grade at 3, first grade at 6. And don't forget, if you are in the area, make sure you come up and support Inherited Cancers Australia. Grab some tickets in the raffle for some great prizes. We'll have them advertised tomorrow and Friday on the social media channels. You can win a high tea with at Parliament House. Some nice artwork. Some strike 3 called, and Kai Harris is down on strikes. Is Jack Fegan. in the glove. Nice swing by Jack. He was the Golden Arm winner at the AYC tournament down in Melbourne over the January school holidays. His first at bat in first grade. Still just 15 years of age. Still eligible for the senior league age group. 1-1 the count here to Jack Fegan. Punches that right side. Zane Ross in for it. Dropping for a base hit. Won't be a play. It'll be a player for first. It'll be a fielder's choice. Will Tibbett will be retired. So it won't be a first hit for Jack Fegan. It'll be a fielder's choice. Ah, bugger. I'll bring up Hayden Chappell with 2 out. It's an RBI though for Jack Fegan. That on the board. And Chappell fouls that pitch off. 109 pitches now for Marakovic. Cronulla with their 16th win of the season. That one fouled off his own foot. Bookham Hills lead Blacktown 4-0. Canterbury, after going winless in 15 straight games, now looking like they're going to win 3 in a row. They're leading 6-1 over Greater Western, and MacArthur have already defeated Ryde 7-1. Canterbury were 8 wins and a draw before the ABL started. Sorry, they were 8 wins and 1 loss. They lost 14 games and a draw. They're now 3 in a row since then. 1 and 2 hit Hayden Chappell. In the dirt. 2 and 2. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out to end the side and end the game. And that is how things finish here tonight. Cronulla just too strong in the end. They get the win 11-3, the final here. All coming undone. Well, we thank you for tuning in tonight. Big weekend of baseball at Aquatic over the weekend, so make sure you get up here, support Inherited Cancers Australia, support Manly Eagles Baseball. And 11-3, the final here tonight. We'll see you back here on Saturday.